welcome to Two in the Bush, Uncircumcised.
We're back after a brief hiatus.
And like everything, it starts with a dick joke. Uncircumcised.
But we're not going down that road. Yes, Chet, a brief hiatus.
Yeah.
Primarily due to our laziness and seasonal depression.
Well, there was also an election, which has occupied most of my time.
Yeah, so regular depression on top of seasonal depression.
Anyways, we're here to distract you from all that. Who wants to hear about...
You were about to say dicks. I
A
saw
subject that we are all passionate about.
Is it the shoes?
Yeah, shoes.
Okay, because it came up earlier, and the pump-up shoes, the light-up shoes, and Heelys are three.
What are pump-up shoes?
You do a little pump
on the tongue, and you pump it.
And it has like an air cushion.
It has an air cushion in the heel.
What does that do?
It makes you better at basketball and or
running. Pumped-up kicks.
Yeah.
I think that's the idea of the commercial.
Got it. Okay, so pump-up shoes, light-up shoes, and Heelys?
Heelys.
Fuck Heelys.
What is the best and worst of those three? Because I never got to experience any of them.
Heelys are the worst because you got all these assholes when you're walking through the hall at school, just skating around, bumping into people. Just, I don't know. I hated them.
So that's the thing, though. I hated them. At the same time, I envied them.
Mm-hmm. And
that would be so convenient to just get to lean back and have a nice little roll.
I never had that thought.
You didn't think, oh man, that looks like so much fun, and I don't have wheels in my shoes, so I don't get to do that, and fuck those bitches.
No, I just hated it. No.
I had knockoff Heelys. I had Skechers with
never heard of them.
Wheels in the heels.
Well, wheels in the heels. Is that what they were called?
I don't remember, but they were terrible, and I never learned how to work them. And then they were also like really thick and clunky when you walked. Like, they weren't cool like Heelys, where they could be like a regular shoe.
Right.
They
cool
were like
Heelys.
They were like clunk, clunk, clunk. So then I quit wearing them because I was a dweeb.
What about those shape ups?
God.
Those things.
Those were never cool, I don't think.
Yeah, but did you ever wear them?
Hell no.
Okay. Who wears
those?
I've
never been in shape.
Kim Kardashian, supposedly.
Oh, really?
Like, she was a sponsor. They were like, oh, you wonder how she got the ass. Is these shoes, these ridiculous shoes.
Oh, I thought they were implants.
Yeah, I figured
Well, yeah, that's absolutely what it actually is.
Wow.
Just another lie from the media.
Yeah.
Can't be trusted.
You can't. Alternative facts. Facts.
Facts.
Not a fax. Not like a fax machine.
Facts.
Facts.
Wait,
it's hard to hit that T. That's hard
Facts.
for me. It's like when you said Chet, and I thought it was Jess.
Chet. Jess. What?
What was the lie from the media? The implant or the pumped up kick giving her the booty?
The shape ups.
The shape ups.
Giving her the ass.
Yeah. Okay.
Just another unrealistic beauty standard for women.
I love women in all shapes and sizes.
And in all shoes.
And all shoes. Hey, if you want to get augmented in any way, that's totally fine. If you want to be all natural, that's all fine. Because as a man, I respect a woman to make any decision she wants to make on her own.
Yeah, but don't tell me that you got that ass from shape ups if you didn't.
She's got to make money.
Honesty. Yeah, but...
Well, she has plenty of money. Like,
yeah,
she got robbed.
She made a videotape and
she got robbed by gunpoint.
Oh, yeah, that happened.
Yeah, but I think we need to respect that.
You know why she got robbed? Because she had money.
Yes, that's why people generally get robbed.
And I don't.
I don't know. I don't know her, so I don't really have an opinion. I've never even watched her television program.
If I would have bought shape ups thinking I could get an ass like that and then I didn't, I would have been sorely disappointed.
Oh yeah, we need to get this back on shape ups because people are going to be like, why are you talking about an incident that happened several months ago?
We're talking about shoes.
But this is about shoes, and I want to say...
And terrible shoes at that.
Heelys, worst. The pumps, number one, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
I don't know, light-up shoes were pretty sweet.
See, light-up shoes, I feel like I would never want those. And if I saw a kid with them, I thought less of him.
Okay,
and or her.
when you're like in 5th grade, they're not cool, but when you're in like preschool or kindergarten, they were the shit, and you know it.
When we're talking about light-up shoes, are we talking about BK Knights?
What?
You guys don't know. That's a shout-out for all my people of my generation.
How old are you?
Old enough to know what BK Knights are.
Is that the Black Knight? Like the Batman?
What?
Does it have anything to do with Burger King?
Please disregard that. Kelsey doesn't know what she says. BK Knights. I don't know. Google BK Knights.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm also telling our audience to Google them too, so they can know what I'm talking about, and we can also Google
Remember last time I opened Google and there was porn or something?
Well, that's fine. I look at it all the time.
Are they knights like knights in shining armor?
The
British
British
knights.
knights.
Yeah, British Knights.
Did I click the website?
Oh shit! No, go to images.
Oh, look at those.
Try to
bad
find,
boys.
Absolutely terrible.
I don't know which ones lit up, but they had some that lit up.
Oh,
Those
wow.
are pretty lit.
But anyways, they were the originals. They were cool shoes back in the 90s.
So this is like Britain's attempt at American gangster.
I think isn't it just their attempt at tennis shoe? A tennis shoe? Sport shoe?
I don't know. When I look at some of those first few,
This is
definitely
like a
looks
weird combination between Converse and DC.
What is DC?
Or is that?
Well, this is from a while ago. DC, that's like the skater shoes.
Yeah, DC.
I'm not a
shoes.
fucking
Here.
skater boy.
Hold on. See you later,
hey,
boy.
I love skaters.
So
See those big old chunky motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, those things.
Yeah, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
you see them at
the BK Knights, they like clearly I think it said it was an English company. Mm-hmm. This looks like someone explained black people's shoes to an English person, and they have never seen one in England, so this is what they ended up with.
Also, I think that they're called either just BKs or British Knights because the BK means British Knight, I believe.
Well, there you go.
So you're saying I should not
British
call them
Knights.
British Knights?
The official, right? That's kind of redundant.
Well, hey,
BK Knights.
I have no defense of that.
I feel like it sounds a bit cooler than BK's.
Like, would you just say, like, if you want to see, look, go back to their logo, BK Knights.
No, British BK Knights.
Well, no one's that's a
Let's
mouthful.
call it that. British BK Knights.
BK Knights. I feel like that was the slang term for them in the 90s. Or maybe BKs, but then people like Burger King.
Enough for people to have slang about them.
Hell yeah, BK Knights. I keep saying it like you're like, oh yes. Of course.
Oh, now I remember. Absolutely.
I was in the womb. Well,
I wasn't even in the womb. They were founded in 1983 by Jack Schwartz.
well, no,
Shoes
but I heard about them in like '93.
Based in New York City. British Knights, my ass.
I never claimed they were from England.
Suck a dick.
Well,
Not
they
you.
seem to claim that themselves with the name British.
Well, you could be a British
My
descent.
name is British Knights.
This country is a land of immigrants. When we used to let them in, but now we don't anymore.
Now we don't.
We
Here
let
we
the
go.
certain ones in.
Well, yeah, the British would
The
be
helpful
allowed.
ones.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And the ones that aren't intimidating looking.
I love all people.
All people.
Especially
all
those.
lives matter.
Oh, no. No. I did not say that. I want to make
So
it...
you're disagreeing that all lives matter.
Wow.
Well, I'm not...
Which ones don't
Fuck
matter?
you.
What are you getting
Chet.
at?
See...
What race
I'm
are
just-
you against?
I am only trying to have a lighthearted conversation here. And, no need to delve into...
The politics.
Those... I started
Yeah,
at the
he did
beginning
say
saying we were trying to
That's
distract.
true. I just can't stop thinking about it.
So you jumped into... Hey, I'm just saying... of course, lives matter, but there seems to be in American culture a perception that certain lives do not matter as much as others, and it's not. And you know what? It's probably not even a perception. It's probably reality, but a lot of people don't want to accept it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Now, by reality,
Yeah,
you mean
did you just
that-
support the notion that some lives are actually worth
he means the reality is that people actually think this. Like, some people actually think this. Not the reality is that they are actually less valuable than other lives.
No,
No, he is going to clarify this in the most racist way
I'm
possible.
so ready. I can't
how
wait.
is that racist?
No,
But-
it's not, but it's said in a way that could easily be
Oh,
confused, and she
There.
worked on clearing that up.
Oh, well,
And you were just
Go
like,
ahead.
no.
No, I was right the first time.
there is a perception that if you say blank lives matter,
No, it's black.
that no, I'm saying you could. You know what? Maybe we should cut some of this out.
No.
Because I'm not going into it. I'm not
The
delving.
point is, Chet loves all lives.
All lives matter.
No, I actually... Black Lives Matter more.
Oh.
This has been Two in the Bush.
Fuck you, Whitey.
And if white people are upset with that, you tweet us.
At Two in the Bush pod.
Do anything to make our social media seem as if it's
alive.
So yeah, I will throw that down.
Awesome.
Black lives do matter.
We'll take anything.
I'll take any mail.
And
if you know what I mean.
Yeah. And white lives, not so much.
So where are we going next?
Anyways.
Yeah, that was a bomb.
Yeah, I'm just, I like to take stands on issues.
This started from
that about you.
BK Nights.
Well, because someone called...
No, BKs, or British Knights. I'm not having this bullshit anymore.
So.
And the shape-ups.
We really gotta move on to something right now, because this is Dead Space, and they're listening. We're not. This is Uncircumcised.
You know what the coolest shoes were? Were the jellies.
I don't even know what those are.
You guys are guys. You don't have what?
You guys are guys.
There are also jelly pens. Oh my god, he's so cultured, and you're not. No, they were like.
You didn't know what the fuck BK Nights were.
I had jellies that lit up. They're like the plasticky looking shoes.
So you had light up shoes.
I did. I said that.
I think less of you now.
Fuck you.
The light up shoes.
I had two of the three, kind of. I didn't have Heelys. I had Skechers with wheels in the heels.
Were they? When you say two of the three, like they were two of the three in one?
No. I meant like two of the three shoes that we were originally talking about. I have some sticky stuff on my arm. I'm gonna
Jesus Christ.
Look at myself right now.
Let's just get to the meat and potatoes of the situation, or the topic at hand here. What exactly is the problem with shoes that light up?
Yeah, Shane, what's going on in your heart?
They're ugly, for one.
Okay, but that's subjective.
You still like me, and I'm ugly.
True.
Moving on. No, it's not subjective. It's a fact, and I will fight people who defend light-up shoes.
Well, we're defending them.
All shoes
I will fight you. I'm doing it right now, verbally.
Well, I don't...
You said first of all they're ugly.
Yeah,
Second of all, they naturally draw attention to the fact that they're ugly, because here's a big light pulling your attention to these horrible, ugly shoes.
Okay.
Is
that it?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I have. I didn't come into this prepared.
I
was just sitting on the couch playing a game about math, and you're like, "Hey, let's do a podcast, but we can't talk about dicks this time."
Well,
it really does kind of strip us bare.
We may get there if things keep heading down this road.
Why were you playing a game about math?
Yeah.
Because it's fun. It's called Calculords.
What do?
You use addition, subtraction, and multiplication to add up numbers.
But not division?
To get to the values. Oh. No, because there's a whole bunch of shit that can happen with division, all these decimals and other nonsense.
As we're learning in our country.
That's fun.
Why do you keep trying to make it tougher?
I can't help it.
Because it's very simple math. You're not doing big numbers or anything. It's... let's move on past...
I think so.
He's like, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed about my interest in math. I don't want to discuss this anymore.
But I will fight somebody to the death about light-up shoes, god damn it.
I really don't like math that much, guys. I think math is cool. It's like, I've once read that math is the one universal language.
That's sexy.
Yeah. Numbers don't lie. But they do.
I liked math, but I was never awesome at math, and so that kind of upset me.
Oh.
I feel like I understood, like, the subcategories of math, like geometry I did well in, and, like, algebra I did well in, but I never understood, like, how they overlapped and were all, like, math, other than they're all working with numbers. Because, like, there would be different rules in different areas. It would really piss me off, especially when you got into, like, fucking pre-calc and bullshit like that.
Oh, bullshit.
So the universal language thing, like, I could see that, and as far as, like, the structure of it, but are, like, the same digits that we know, like, the characters, are those in, like, Chinese and, like, Asiatic fonts?
Asiatic?
Why would you ask me?
I don't know.
Chet,
have you ever seen...
I'm just saying...
Well, I meant that
obviously, math... I don't know the answer to that, but whatever the symbology they would use, symbols,
Symbolism.
whatever symbols, which would be the correct word, whatever symbols they'd use to represent their numbers or the value of, I don't think would matter.
The rules would still be the same.
Yeah. So.
Asiatic symbology.
Anyways, I wasn't good at math, so I mean I passed the classes, so good enough for that. But I did not enjoy it.
Yeah.
But it may have been because I was not good at it.
That could be. Yeah, I don't like things that I'm not good
Yeah.
at either.
Well, it's like
which is a lot of things.
It's like some things I do like that I'm not good at, and then you get better at them.
Like sex.
I just started out good at that, so.
Woo.
That's not true. That's just, you're gonna sound like a dick if you say that. Anyways, I don't know where I was going. I never got great at math. I can tell you that, or good. Yeah. I got like decent.
Yeah, like passable at math.
I got passable. I got like C level.
C level
at math. I got that C level, which I think George Bush was C level, and hell, he's a president.
He was the president of the United States.
W. Bush.
Shit.
So.
W.
Yeah, I think HW was probably smarter. He probably.
Yeah. I could see that.
But anyways, so I don't have much to say about math.
I was always more partial to like reading and writing, like languages, stuff like that.
That's what the real
my shit.
cool people do.
Science and math, no, you can fuck off.
I think it's cool. I like science and I like math. Like I like it. Like you need it. Like cool things happen.
Like somebody else do that.
Yeah.
And I'll be over here.
I like watching. Like you see a guy and he does a math equation on the chalkboard. And you're like, oh my god,
That was awesome.
Man, that guy's so smart. And you're like, you look at it and you're like, yes, I agree.
He's gonna find the cure to cancer.
Yeah, that's what they say. He just cured cancer with math. And I'm like, whoa, cool. This did not happen.
Like
cancer is not cured.
What?
Yes, it was a made up story.
I thought we took care of that a few years ago.
And it made no sense, anyways.
I feel like that's one of the things where it's neat when you know, like, that's the final product, but seeing someone write out math, I don't know if it's right or not. I don't know what they're even getting to. It's like the Olympics with all the gymnastics competitions and things like that. It all just looks like the same level of flips to me.
Yeah.
I don't really see what's separating the 8 from the 10.
Have you ever seen that movie Good Will Hunting?
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
And he's a math genius, and you're just like, well, they say he's a genius in the movie, so.
But those are all just letters and symbols.
Yeah, it must be true.
Yeah.
But what if he's really not a genius?
Like, what if all this stuff in that movie is not actual equations at all, and they just wrote a bunch of.
I don't know. They're pretty smart guys.
On the boards. We wouldn't know.
I don't know. Aren't they? They're Ivy League educated.
That's such a good movie.
Ben and Matt?
Ben and Matt. But were they at the time? They were pretty young.
Yeah. They went to college.
And then they did their theater stuff. I don't know their lives.
I think so. I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass.
Their acting stuff.
I don't know what the fuck they do.
Fuck.
But I'm just, I believe they are well. That doesn't necessarily mean they're smart just because they're well educated. But.
Touche.
I mean, smart actors are a thing. Dolph Lundgren is like...
Who?
From...
Ivan Drago.
Yeah, Ivan Drago from Rocky IV.
He's
gigantic Russian blonde guy.
Steroid abuser.
Is he hot?
I mean, like in the 80s. Yeah.
In a very 80s way. He's probably hot.
BKs were a thing.
If this guy came up to you in the 1989 wearing some BKs, you'd be all for him.
Cool. He'd be wearing BKs.
Yes, please.
And
I'd be like, yeah, baby.
An Adidas tracksuit.
How old are you? -3.
So, this is Ivan Drago.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's a very 80s.
She's like, no.
No thanks.
No thanks.
But yeah, he's like he has like a PhD in chemical engineering or something like that.
Oh, wow. I am impressed.
And he takes time out of his busy
Sounded
science
genuine.
life.
I know, I am.
To make great movies like Rocky IV, which is really the best Rocky.
Really?
Yeah.
Rocky IV?
Yes.
Whoa.
Rocky IV?
I mean, as far as like a technical moving story, Rocky is clearly the best Rocky. But as far as being rad as hell, Rocky IV is one of the greatest movies ever made.
Really?
He ends the Cold War with boxing.
So you like it for its complete 80s like kitsch?
Yes, basically.
What's a kitsch?
Did I say that right?
What's a kitsch?
Kinda.
Kitsch.
Like cheesy.
Yeah, kitschy.
Oh.
What?
Like a cheesy
I
mess.
think I'm getting it now.
Oh.
This word.
This is a word.
Fuck off.
Wait, so which Rocky do you like the most?
Well, and like, they all get cheesy passing up part 2. Like, the first 2 movies are, like, I would say, like, great pieces of art. And not that the other ones aren't, there wasn't some genuine, attention and effort put into them. But from 3 on, it does really start to slide, especially 3 and 4. They get a little glossier, a little more commercial, a little just very 80s. But obviously, I'm going to go 3 as my personal favorite. The one
with Hulk Hogan.
The one that I'm going to rewatch over and over again. It has fucking Mr. T in it. Mr. T's in it, and he plays Clubber Lang, who's just a bad motherfucker. And I mean, Apollo Creed's more of like a great technical fighter, but man, Clubber Lang was just a bad, like, that's a guy you don't want to fucking cross. Remember in Rocky 3 where Rocky's at some dumbass, I think they're unveiling that statue of him or whatever, and then Clubber Lang shows up because Rocky's been ducking him, and he sees Adrian, and Clubber Lang's like, let me show you a real man or whatever. And I'm just like, that guy's so fucking badass. He just fucking went to a press conference and fucking emasculated Rocky in front of his wife. And I think that needs to happen to more Italians.
Italian lives matter.
But, I'm just saying, I really like the Clubber Lang character. I thought he's a good... they build him up well. You're like, oh god, you're like, this guy's gonna beat Rocky. Ivan Drago, I didn't buy. Like, they built Ivan up. He killed Apollo Creed, but you're still like, Rocky's. They went too far. He killed Apollo, and you're like, oh, well, fuck, he can't beat Rocky now. Like, Rocky's gonna whoop his ass. But with Clubber Lang, not only do they build him up, he actually does beat Rocky. And then they do the rematch, and Rocky beats him. Clubber Lang killed Paulie.
Did he kill him?
Well, he gave him he had a heart attack. He was stressed out about it because he's like, Rocky, my boy's going to get beat. So, and also, yeah, that's another fair point. Paulie does die in Rocky 3, gives it a little more emotional impact.
Wait, you mean Mickey?
Mickey, whatever. Who did I say?
Paulie's the like, fat guy.
Oh, Paulie's still alive. Well, he's dead in the movie, but I think the actor's still alive.
No, Paulie's alive.
No, he's dead have you seen Creed? Yeah, he's dead.
I mean, I was barely paying attention because I hated Paulie. He was just the worst part of every
really?
Rocky.
Oh, I loved him. He's that lovable drunk guy. I think he had some darkness to him, but,
So Rocky 4 is the best, but that scene where it's Paulie's birthday and they get him a robot is the most 80s and the dumbest thing.
That's what I'm saying. They went too far with Rocky 4. They went too 80s.
And then, did Rocky...
I don't agree.
So, I don't agree. But,
80s lives, man.
Yeah,
speaking of 280s, so Rocky 5, did that come out in late 80s or was that 90s?
That came out...
definitely felt...
That came out in 1990.
Yeah, that felt more 90s-ish.
It has that rough...
Ask you a question?
Yeah. Stay out of this. What do you know about Rocky?
Nothing. I haven't seen any of the Rockies.
Anyway,
Dames ain't know nothing about boxing.
No, but how many Rocky movies are there?
So there's 5 Rocky movies as far as the numbers.
No, there's...
Then there was Rocky Balboa. Yeah. And then now there's like the spin-off, which is Creed.
But Rocky is a main character in that same universe. So you could call it a sequel.
He's a main character, but he's not the protagonist.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he gets cancer.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Rocky. Think about that. I don't think you fully understand.
We're just spoiling movies all over the
place.
Like
what Rocky means to America. Not to overhype it, but this guy is like a fictional character, but people refer to him as if he's a real.
There's a statue of
Rocky.
He's
real to us.
There's a statue.
Exists.
I love him. I love Rocky. When Rocky dies, it's gonna be a bad day for me.
Do you mean Sylvester Stallone or the character Rocky in Creed 2?
Well, when Sylvester Stallone dies, he's Rocky.
Okay.
To me. Well, he's also... he's also Rambo. I like Rambo. I think I like Rambo more than Rocky, personally. That's just me.
I like Rocky way more.
Yeah, but that's just me personally. I know I'm going out on a ledge. And
you're saying some controversial stuff?
I'm saying some controversial things right here. But I gotta say, Rocky... he's dumb. Remember in Rocky 5 where he loses all of his money? And then in Rocky Balboa, he's just dumb. He just runs a restaurant.
Not seen Rocky Balboa.
Oh. Yeah. Well, he's dumb. I'm just... Not that Rambo was a genius, but he was a Special Forces member, and I respect our troops. and he's just a badass. And he came home from Vietnam, and he's disrespected, and he wasn't treated right, and we didn't take care of him. And then we drew first blood, and he had to take it out on that small town up in the mountains. And, I don't think we should hold that against him.
But...
And I like him. If I'm in a world where Rocky and Rambo exist, I'm saying that guy's just a boxer. This guy's a goddamn war hero, Medal of Honor recipient.
He is a boxer who ended the Cold War, though. That's a
war hero.
It is heavily implied that all of that, Rocky stopped it with his boxing and lovable punch drunkenness.
Okay, but in First Blood 2, Rambo, are we not going to give Rambo his due credit for weakening the Soviet Union?
He made a military strike. Rocky won over the people, and that's how you really win.
A single man made a military strike.
A single man ended the Cold War through boxing.
I don't know. It's implied that it's kind of thawing at the end because they're chanting for Rocky, but I think
because he changed their mind.
I don't know.
They started off booing him.
Yeah, but I don't know but that's just a sporting event. I don't know if that led to everything else. He's doing that bullshit, and Rambo is in Rambo 3 off in fucking Afghanistan fighting with the Mujahideen to get them fucking Ruskies out of there. And that's what ended the Soviet Union, is the Afghanistan war. They wasted all their resources over there, and they collapsed.
No,
and it was because Rambo was over there.
It's because the people changed. It's because Rocky won, and he got on the mic and he let them know that I can change. And you can change. We can all change. And they agreed.
That's true.
And they started buying Coca-Cola. And they started being Americans.
Well,
change we can
one, Pepsi's better than Coke, but you shouldn't drink either. You should drink...
Stevia.
Zavia. What was Zavia. You should be drinking that. It's a GMO certified free
OMG.
stevia flavored pop
carbonated
beverage
soda,
and it is delicious and healthy. Anyways, so for all you Russians out there,
paid.
So I don't know. Maybe we'll call it a wash. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Rambo, he deserves more respect than just some athlete.
The athlete.
Athlete.
But okay, so we'll get away from Rocky versus Rambo.
Okay, what about? We got more Stallone characters we can go into.
Say,
got Cobra. No, have you never seen Cobra?
Yeah, I've seen Cobra.
Okay.
There's Judge Dredd.
Well, that's based on a comic property. I don't think we should count that.
He's also the worst in that.
Have you ever seen Tango and Cash?
No.
Wow.
Hey, I've seen that.
Oh, she's seen.
I don't remember it though.
What are your thoughts on Tango and Cash?
I was very young.
Give us your.
I remember my dad got it for like a birthday gift or something.
Your dad sounds awesome.
My dad's pretty fucking cool, I'm gonna be honest.
Was he excited?
I don't know. I mean, he just likes movies in general, so he always gets a movie, and he's not like super, expressive. Like, oh my god, I got this movie. Okay. Wow. But it's like, oh, cool, thanks, honey.
Next time I see him on like Tango and Cash, he's just like, yeah, that's some movie I watched. What? He's like, why's that guy asking?
You gotta say Tango and Cash and throw up the fist bump.
Yeah. He's like,
he'll just look. Yep.
Well, in Tango and Cash, now I'm just going through all. I don't know what I'm doing.
Actually, just remind me of what the deal is. What's the deal?
The deal with Tango and Cash is it stars Sylvester Stallone as Ray Tango, and he is a cop, a detective in the Beverly Hills Police Department, and he is he's stylish. He wears nice suits. He does stock market trading in his spare time, so he's like he's very wealthy. He's known as this wealthy cop, nice suits, sports car.
I was expecting like a shorter summary.
He had you got to know the characters. You got to know the characters.
It's very important.
And he has and he's known through the area as like the #1 guy as far as busting up drug rings. Okay, then on the other side of town, in L.A., in the shitty police department, precinct, whatever.
Cash?
You have Gabriel Cash, played by Kurt Russell.
Wow.
And he's like the everyman cop. Blue jeans, cowboy boots,
Beautiful blue eyes.
mullet, fucking drives a Mustang, just an all-American, blue jean wearing kind of dude.
Oh, yeah.
And then he is also, in his area, the #1 drug busting cop.
Oh, shit.
So these two guys are like fucking having a major, like you want to believe, like a major impact on the drug trade in California, in Southern California at this point. I'm gonna start talking like this like it's real. In 1989, you wouldn't believe what was happening in the streets of LA with Ray Tango and Gabriel Cash on the streets.
Okay, I think we gotta shorten down the summary of Tango
people
and
are
Cash
gonna-
just a
no.
bit.
You know, I tried to say this earlier and I was hated.
Well,
You're
I
ruining
thought
it.
we were establishing the character, but now we're getting into...
You ruin it. People who have never seen this movie are gonna be like, "Oh my god, I gotta
They're
go."
not going to have to see it
I'm
because
gonna
they'll know everything.
No, they're like, I have to see this. I disagree. Anyways,
Call it a watch.
okay. Well, I'll summarize this for you. The drug kingpins get together and they say, we got to get these guys out of our hair. They're fucking shit up. So they frame them for a murder, and then Tango and Cash go to prison, and it's a big deal. Everyone's like, oh my god, these two great hero cops, they were actually bad. And then they go to prison together somehow. I don't know why. But they go to prison together, and then they're in the prison, and people try to kill them, because that was the whole plan. But then they escape, and then they're tracking down the drug kingpins that put them in prison, and they find them, and they kill them.
Cool.
There's a big explosion at the end.
Cool.
High five.
Yeah.
I think, to give you some context, I believe a few years before...
What?
Oh, never mind. The context is not needed.
No, please. I'm riveted.
There are people out there who love Tango and Cash, and they would be at the edge of their seats listening to this story.
Dozens of us!
This movie has a cult following, and it was a moderate hit at the box office.
Moderate.
Well, we're talking about 1989. You know what movies came out then?
What?
Batman. One of the Indiana Jones movies.
How are they supposed to compete with this?
Yeah, exactly. What was I going to say? Basically, I think what happened is a few years before this, Lethal Weapon came out, and then everyone was like, oh, let's do a buddy cop movie. And then they're like, oh, fuck, we'll put... And the original idea was, oh, we'll put Sylvester Stallone together with...
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No.
What?
Patrick Swayze.
Oh.
And then Patrick was like, I'm going to go make Roadhouse. And then Stallone was like, ooh, I can't do a Stallone accent. So,
Try it.
No.
Try again, though.
you do it.
Huh?
Can you talk like Stallone? Do it.
I think we should all do our best Stallone.
Okay, you go first, though.
Okay. Hey, yo, that's the thing, is if I can change, if you can change, we can all change.
I can't follow that.
That sounded like Christopher Walken combined.
Hey,
That's because I didn't really know where I was going, so I had to keep pausing with the sentence is the problem with that.
Yo, Adrian. That's mine.
You dick.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
I'm not very familiar with this character.
The man. Do you not know Sylvester Stallone?
I mean, I know what he looks like. I don't listen to him talk that often.
He's cool. I like him.
I'm sure
he's
he's
a hero.
great.
All right, so
Rocky.
we did the best Stallone. Who's your favorite Schwarzenegger?
What? Who?
Who's your favorite
Character. Oh, well,
Do we have time for this shit?
why? We're just going.
I
What time
mean,
are?
this is
How long is this?
uncut. We're at 35.
Oh shit! Yeah, we got plenty of time.
Well, we can
Well,
cut.
what the fuck
When
else?
are we stopping?
What else are we going to talk
Well,
about?
we usually cut down to like 30, 20
Oh no,
minutes.
this one might be the fucking longest. This is Uncircumcised. That's the whole gimmick.
Hell yeah.
Hey, just keep skipping forward and you'll find something interesting if you don't like this.
Probably not.
Schwarzenegger.
People love... I don't know why you're acting like people would not be interested in hearing us talk about two of the biggest actors of all time.
I mean, most podcasts I feel like are like an hour long.
So, hey, leave a comment and let us know. Are we going too long? Do you not want to hear about Arnold or Sly?
We're talking
Please
to
leave
you,
a comment.
Megan.
Yeah, Megan, let us know. And whomever else. Marlisa may be here.
I don't think she comments. She listens, but she doesn't leave comments.
Anyways.
I think she comments but doesn't listen.
No, know. She loves this shit.
Oh, great.
This one's for you, Marlisa.
Okay, Schwarzenegger.
So I don't think he has as deep of a roster of great characters as Stallone has. Because there's no way to... You can't... I'm not going to bullshit this. Stallone's, like, actually a good actor. He kind of rested on his laurels and was kind of lazy through his career. But, I mean, you can't deny he's actually talented. Schwarzenegger, you can't really say that. But, I mean, he's talented, but not at that level. So the characters, to me, they don't really speak to me as much. I would say... What's the only thing... I mean, you want to say Terminator...
But what about his role in True Lies?
You know, True Lies is a great film, and he does a good job at that. But that's
it's not as iconic, but I love it so.
You have a good point about that. Like, nobody remembers Schwarzenegger characters aside from the Terminator.
That's what
like, the movies are good, but he's always like, he's this outrageously huge, thick German accent dude. And they give him the most like Austrian. American names.
I like Dutch from Predator.
Dutch. I was gonna say Dutch over
Dylan, you son of a bitch!
You son of a bitch!
They fucking do this.
The manliest hand clap. They just zoom in on the biceps for a full 5 seconds.
It's sexy.
It's the best.
It's not enough seconds.
But I like Dutch. John Kimball. What happened?
I'm finding that clip. You just keep going.
John Kimball from Detective John Kimball from Kindergarten Cop. Oh. Is up. Have you seen Kindergarten?
No, I have not.
Oh, what? Why are you so uncultured?
Dutch, you son of a bitch.
Oh, I said son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
Oh, here we go.
Okay,
it's Dylan, you son of a bitch.
Play it. Oh, this is so awesome.
Really, the important part is to zoom in.
Son of a bitch.
Oh my god.
I love it.
And then he stares.
That is an impressive bicep.
What I want to know, because I grew up watching movies like that, and I always thought in my head, one day I'm gonna like walk into a bar or something, some smoky bar. I'm gonna see a guy I haven't seen in years, but we have a real camaraderie, and I'm gonna like, Dylan, you son of a bitch, or whatever his name is, or he'll be like, Chet, you son of a bitch, and then we do that.
Yeah.
Is that ever going to happen?
Yeah.
I've never walked into a bar and seen a guy.
I believe in you.
If we manage to not see each other for quite a while,
yes.
I'll remember this.
If there's like it has to be a 15-year absence.
We both have
years.
to.
I felt like some time had passed.
Why not like
there.
2 years?
It's probably like 5 for them,
Yeah,
but
probably something like that.
But it seemed like some good time had passed.
15 seems like too long.
Okay,
you'll have moved on by
then.
But
we may see each other for the next 5.
You may not.
Okay.
Either way, like for this, we both have to do some bicep work because we have to do it on her with like a whole bunch of flexing.
I'm gonna have to do a lot of bicep work,
but only on one arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you don't do any more work than you have to. Work smart, not hard.
I've just never randomly ran into a person like that.
Never ever in your life.
Was this?
Then I've had a great camaraderie. Repartee with. And they were so happy to see me, and we fucking high-fived, or whatever the fuck that is. But I hope it happens someday.
I feel like it's happened to me. I mean, I can't think of an instance.
Have you been separated from someone for
No, not for years, but like, like maybe a few days, few weeks, few months,
that doesn't count.
And then you run into each other and you're like, whoa, what?
No, that's happened, but I'm not impressed. None of them, they're not fucking cool.
It's got a
Dutch, or whatever the fuck his name is. Dylan. Bob Dylan.
Son of a bitch.
Like a rolling stone.
And like all my friends I really like that much, like I talk to them. I think social media has ruined this. Because it's just like, he could, like this whole time he could have just been fucking DMing Dylan.
How's your life, LOL?
Yeah. How's it going? I'm fucking going to this bar. And he's like, oh, I'm sitting there. Oh my god. Oh, you're walking in. We're both here. Now we don't do the cool 5. Yeah. Because we fucked it up DMing.
Well, delete all your social media right now. And then 5 years from now, you'll run into somebody in a bar and you'll be like, thank God I deleted all my social media so I can share this moment.
I don't even go to bars.
Well, then, that was like step 1 of your plan.
Yeah, so then step 2... Well, no. Step 1 is delete the social media. Step 2 is start going to bars from time to time.
Anyways, let's get back on Schwarzenegger characters. So you got Dutch. You got Detective John Kimball.
The Terminator.
You got the Terminator. But each of the Terminators are different. So you got like, oh, like the Terminator, like Terminator 1, 2, 3, or
They're all
happened after
different
that.
Terminators?
Yeah,
Yeah,
those are different Terminators.
but you can almost consider it the same character because it's basically like the same. Like,
Well, he's a villain in the first one. After 2, he's pretty much the same because he's always a good guy after that.
yeah,
The more you know.
Yeah, well, because all the Terminators are like mass-produced robots, and they all look the same, and so it's just a different robot each movie.
I see.
Just looks same look.
I'm not familiar.
Yeah. So, anyways, I believe so. Correct me if I'm wrong. Explaining the
Leave
Terminator
a comment.
universe.
Tweet at us at 2 in the Bush Pod.
oh, now you're just begging.
Begging. Please.
Begging for it. She was begging for it. I
She was
swear.
begging for it. You should have seen how she was dressed.
So Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Back on topic.
I'm gonna go. It's either, to me, it's a coin toss between Terminator 2, Terminator, Dutch, or John Kimball. Oh, whoa, I forgot. That's the close one. I forgot, what is his name?
See, that's they're never memorable.
This
names.
is
They're
actually-
always just very American names. Like they're
Like John Kimball.
they just need to acknowledge. Give him a German name. Like
Austrian.
he's
I said Austrian.
same damn thing. Sorry, Austrian fans.
Yikes.
Um,
There goes none of our listeners.
what is his name in Total Recall?
I have no idea.
Oh, I think Total Recall is actually my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Yeah, they're all
I
good
can't-
movies, but you're not gonna remember the characters.
Yeah, 1990. What's his name?
Douglas Quaid.
Yeah, Douglas Quaid.
Oh, there you go.
Lame name. Doesn't have a like Rocky, Rambo, Ray Tango.
Isn't Douglas Quaid the guy from The Rookie?
That's Randy Quaid.
No, that's Dennis Quaid.
No, Randy Quaid is the.
Randy Quaid is the one that's being pursued by starfuckers that are trying to kill him.
What's a starfucker?
I don't know. That's Randy Quaid's crazy, and he says there's starfuckers that are trying to kill him. You haven't? Are you not familiar with Randy Quaid?
Starfucker.
Him and his
So-
wife are crazy, and they've been on the run from these
Are they
starfuckers.
Scientologists?
They're just crazy.
Okay.
I remember a video showing up on Reddit showing exactly how crazy he was. I think he had his wife wear a mask of himself,
Why they fucked?
and he just plowed her from behind. You couldn't see anything. It was very tasteful in that sense. But she
Tasteful plowing from behind.
Is this real? Are you?
Yes, this happened. You could clearly tell.
I know
Randy Quaid plowing wife from behind in Mask of Self.
I don't need to see it.
Yeah, he was very into it.
I've already
But
seen
in a
it.
very like
Wouldn't you
he
be?
was. I don't think he enjoyed it sexually at all. He was
That's
just
like-
this is such a good message.
Fucking yourself to a whole new level.
I think that's what he was going for.
Yeah. Somebody told him to go fuck himself, and he did.
Or maybe it was the government. Maybe it was Uncle Sam.
The
I
government
don't know.
told him to go fuck himself.
Yeah, he's like on the run from the government, I think.
Yep, in the
Like-
starfuckers.
Yeah, he's hiding out in Canada somewhere.
Starfuckers.
Just pissed off he didn't get to be in the new Independence Day movie, which I didn't see, but I heard it was
I forgot
terrible.
about that.
That's President William Whitmore, or not William. What's his name? What's the name of the president in Independence Day?
I don't know.
Whitmore,
I watched it like
Rittenhouse. Oh my God, what's that guy's name? Look
Bill
up.
Pullman.
Yeah, well, I know it's Bill Pullman, but what's the character's name? Damn it.
Independence Day.
President. It
Yeah,
just goes
president.
right to Bill Pullman.
What is his name? Oh, President Whitmore. What's his first name? Bill? Doug?
Probably not.
John? I can't remember his first name.
Okay, hang on.
He's a great character.
Hang on.
Sorry.
Independence Day Whitmore.
This is
Thomas.
Thomas J. Whitmore. My favorite president in a movie.
That's your favorite?
In a movie?
Huh.
Who else is there? Who's the comp? This fucking guy.
Herbert Mountain Dew Camacho.
I
from
mean, Idiocracy is cool, but fucking Whitmore fucking killed fucking aliens, like saved the world.
Did he?
Pretty cool.
Well, Randy Quaid flew into the fucking thing and
Yeah.
kind of, and then the other assholes put a virus in it or whatever that bullshit was. But like Whitmore, come on, it ain't like fucking Trump's gonna get in a fighter
man.
jet and lead the fucking battalion or whatever you call that.
I grew
Squadron.
up liking Independence Day, but when you think about that ending where Jeff Goldblum like wrote up a virus on his shitty Mac, and then Randy Quaid, like the shittiest human in our army, probably just flew his plane into their ship and blew him up.
It's not it's a dated movie. It's not well done. At the time, it was a pretty, whatever you want to call it.
Artful.
No, but it was a popular movie, and it was well done for the time. But it doesn't live on, in my estimation, as anything great. It's not like Jurassic Park. It's not something wonderful.
The legend.
I just don't see what Randy Quaid had actually added to that movie. Like, Will Smith could have just been the one suicide bomber.
Oh no, but he was the zany character. He's like, there's aliens, the government's been doing this forever, and no one believed him, and then it was like, oh yeah, it's true. That really did happen to you. He's just basically being Randy Quaid. He's being fucking Cousin Eddie. He's just fucking crazy.
Yeah, but a character like that you have, like, around now and then for comic relief. You don't, like... And then the big emotional payoff. You don't throw that guy into the jet engine. You do that with Will Smith.
Well, I think they kind of built him up. He had a family. They're not going to kill Will Smith.
Why not? Kill Will Smith. It's not like they used him for the sequel.
Well, they thought they would, and then he's like, I ain't doing that. He's like, I'm getting that Bad Boys money. I'm going to be fucking around with Independence Day. Fucking aliens? Ain't no one into that anymore. When's the last big alien movie that came out?
Men in Black 3.
I mean, the Arrival was pretty cool.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it was pretty good.
Prometheus was a big movie. It wasn't good.
I didn't watch that. That shit looked dumb.
Huh?
That looked dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
Prometheus.
Yeah, it wasn't good at all.
I guess when
Shit's dumb as hell.
it just just make a fucking, just call it Alien and put a fucking alien in it. Right? Because it's a sequel to... It's in the same universe.
It's in the same universe. It wasn't really a sequel.
Yeah.
An alien showed up very, very
briefly. And it's like, why? What the fuck? Who are you trying to trick? It's like a guy that's like, well, I don't want to do a retread and live off my past glory, but that's what you're doing. Ridley Scott.
Ridley?
Yeah.
Ridley.
Ridley. That's what I said. Ripley.
Ridley.
So we mentioned, like, there haven't been any good alien movies for a while. When's the last time Will Smith was in a good movie?
Never. No.
Wild
West.
Shut the front door. That's when he started. You're like, oh, this guy can make bad movies.
It's such a good movie.
Well, movies are subjective.
It's
bad.
It is what it is.
I'm trying to.
Good Will Smith.
What was the last good thing he was in? What's his recent film?
Bad Boys 2 is the most recent that comes to mind that wasn't terrible.
Was The Pursuit of Happiness more recent than Bad Boys 2?
Probably, but...
7 Pounds.
Oh,
all those
7
serious
Pounds.
Movies.
I laugh my ass off at 7 Pounds.
Never seen
Just because, like, they do a big
Legend,
emotional thing.
I, Robot.
Like, you can't
he sucks.
Yeah.
Will Smith sucks, man.
I, Robot or I Am Legend?
I kind of liked I Am Legend.
Well, they ruined the ending of it.
Yeah.
Like, the book, it turns out that the vampires were actually smart and he was torturing them for all this time. And he realizes
That's way cooler.
That's way cooler. That's, like, even the alternate ending they have on the DVD.
He fucks it up.
God damn it.
Has he not done anything really good?
I
don't think so.
The last thing I remember him doing at all was he, like, made a movie with his son called, like, After Earth, and it was a sci-fi piece of shit.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Was it M. Night Shyamalan?
I think it was. It sucked. I never seen it, but it looked like it sucked. Man, Will Smith, get it together, man. He was supposed to be in that one movie that was really good.
Oh, yeah?
Hold on, it'll come to me. Quentin Tarantino film.
Oh, Django.
Yeah, Django. He's supposed to be in Django. And then
and he got all diva about it.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I don't think he's the main character, though. I think the main character is actually Christoph Waltz's Heinrich Schultz.
Jesus Christ.
He blew it. Yeah, let's look at this. What's he been up to?
Okay, filmography.
Bad Boys 4 is announced.
And Bad Boys for Life.
I think Suicide Squad.
He was in that? I haven't seen that.
Junk.
Oh, I watched Concussion. It was like...
He was in Anchorman 2? Oh, I haven't seen that.
It was a cameo.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yikes.
Men in Black 3.
Keep going down.
Hancock.
Oh, Hitch!
That was back in 2005.
That was so terrible.
Ali. He played Muhammad Ali, the greatest ever.
Oh, that was a terrible movie, though.
Greatest of all time. I'm going to have to go all the way back to Enemy of the State to actually point out a movie of his that I actually thoroughly enjoyed with no caveats.
Wild Wild West, though.
Hold on, I want to see if there's anything more recent.
I did go see Bad Boys at the theater, and I was very disappointed because they have...
It was an action movie. I think it was Good.
Yeah, but they have a character named Chet, and he's like a dork, and I'm like, hey, there's no need
Shark Tale.
for that kind of stereotype.
Nemo knockoff. He was in that.
Oh, that was so bad.
Del Spooner was his iRobot named character.
Really?
Yeah, that's...
Dell.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything decent after... Well, I didn't see Concussion. But, yeah, nothing after Bad Boys 2.
I mean, you could maybe lump iRobot in there, but not really.
I hated that movie.
Bad Boys 2 is kind of the... not even the pinnacle. He's already off his prime, but it's like, you're still into it, and you're like, I've been waiting for Bad Boys 2. And then you see it, and you're like, could have done... He could have put a little more effort into there.
He was in The Legend of Bagger Vance.
What is that?
It's one of those, like, young white person gets advice from a mystical black person movie.
Oh, so it's like a mom movie.
Yes. I think he teaches some little kid about golf and life.
Is he Tiger Woods?
No, he's Bagger Vance.
Oh.
Golf sucks.
Mystical black
Yeah,
man.
what the fuck is with golf anyway? I don't. Oh, but
I like
it doesn't
playing it.
suck as bad as like racing though.
What?
NASCAR.
Why? What's wrong with that?
Because you're just driving around in a circle for like 300 laps.
I can't defend
And you
that.
could die. It's like the most boring thing ever, and then
And
if you
it's a
fuck up,
huge-
you die.
But that adds a little more something to it for me. Because it's like, oh, a motherfucker could die. If I'm watching golf, I'm like, what's the stakes?
Yeah, but it's like, how often does it really happen? Like,
Not enough.
how many races do I have to watch before I get to watch someone die? I can just look up YouTube videos of people dying, probably. But, like, it's hours of just driving in a circle, and you make one tiny mistake, and you're fucking dead, dude.
And all that fossil fuels.
Oh my god.
Why can't they just race in Priuses?
Yeah,
Oh,
what the
they
fuck?
will soon enough.
Like, if everyone's driving a Prius and not going that fast...
Yeah, you're all
then
at an equal
it's
disadvantage.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not
And
defending.
then it's
Hashtag
probably-
Team NASCAR Prius.
You can probably do cooler turns and tricks and stuff like that if you're not going, like, 500 miles an hour.
Right.
I know. I personally don't enjoy it. I do watch some racing, but not NASCAR.
I'd watch golf way before I would watch racing.
Watch rally racing.
Seems less bad.
They drive. Well, no, because they're on like public roads and they fucking crash all the time. It's cool. More crashing, the better. That's really what people want to see.
That's what
Yeah, that is.
They wanna
That's some
see a
sick
crash.
They
shit.
want the violence.
Some sick shit.
Like, people don't watch hockey for the sport of
Do
hockey.
you ever watch when those
violence.
dumbass NASCAR guys like try to get in fights?
NASCAR.
Yes.
And they look
I've
like-
actually seen, it was one of the best things I've seen as far as sports fights go. Some guy got out of his car, charged up to another one, and did a flying drop kick through another guy's windshield, and it totally worked. It's the
Well, that's
best.
kind of cool.
That's
but
awesome.
Remember that one time when that guy got ran over because he did that?
No.
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 Just
a flying drop kick?
Oh, no, he like got out of his car and he's like, "Hey, asshole!" And the guy was like, "I'll just run you over." But then he says an accident. But I don't. Seems shady to
I
me.
don't know, yeah.
But I don't know anything about anything when it comes to race cars. One
Yeah.
time I went to a race car race.
A race car
A
race?
race car race.
Yeah, and I didn't like it. It was really loud.
Yeah.
It was on a dirt track.
Chilling
And I didn't
on
re-
a dirt road.
I didn't realize every time they went by, like it would shoot dirt into the
Oh.
like where you sit.
Yuck. Yeah.
So it's like you just got dirt in your face and in your eyes, and it was really loud.
Yeah, it's so loud.
It's like, why would you do this? And they're just going in circles.
Yeah.
And like hardly anyone. There was no crashes.
No. You're standing there getting drunk, having your ear
Yeah.
fucking drums blown out.
And it's like, oh, my son Charlie, he won. I'm like, fuck it. It's fucking dumb.
You
He's
can
driving in
get
a
drunk and
circle.
watch better things.
Yeah, I can get drunk without
okay.
damaging my hearing.
So I have never been to a car race. No interest in it.
Missed out.
Monster trucks, though, I went to that once.
Oh, monster trucks are sweet.
Cool
Yeah, it's
shit.
rad as hell.
Monster
I'd watch
trucks.
a truck drive over a fuck ton of cars.
Monster trucks is what any motorsport should be.
Yeah.
I'll put
It's
that out
just
there.
smashing shit.
I love
Like,
smashing
that's all
shit.
it
Yeah,
is.
they
Like,
and they
there's races, but they're like 10 seconds long. You get
Yes.
some instant payoff.
yeah keep it short.
I
and
love short and sweet and
and-
instant gratification.
It's like I don't know. I have nothing to add, but I would say I would spend my money on that.
Let's go. Let's go to a monster truck.
If
ride.
that ever, yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Oh, no.
If that comes around,
I was like, oh,
and I
no.
mean it should. We're in the Midwest.
Yeah, this is
We're
Iowa.
somewhat backwards.
We've got nothing better else to do.
I went to one like 2 summers ago.
How'd it go?
It was cool.
Cool.
There's this great moment. Did I tell you this? There's this great moment before the event where, like any sporting event, they do the what's that thing you do?
You sing the national anthem.
Yes, the American. They did that, and they had a big video screen, and they had a montage of monster trucks and the American flag.
Oh,
and
hell yeah.
Eagles flying.
Were there flames?
And flames and shit.
Oh
And obviously,
my God.
I think they are like these people aren't like dumb. They were self-aware that this was whoever made the video.
I don't know.
No, they were.
No, I mean everything about monster trucks, I think, is a self-aware.
It's a self. They're owned by like a multi-million-dollar corporation, so these people know what they're doing.
Oh, that's art.
But it was like awesome. I was like, man, they get it. They get what they're doing, and they know their demographic, and they're just going for it. And I was like, this is fucking sweet. You know, actually, this plays into some recent news. I'm sure you heard about how the Ringling Brothers Circus is no longer in existence.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
Vaguely,
heard
Yep.
that.
Oh, you didn't hear that?
No.
Oh. Circus no longer exists.
What?
because of cruelty to elephants, and because it's 2017 and nobody wants to go to a circus.
Yep, it's true. But you know what they do have?
Huh. What?
Monster trucks.
Hell yeah.
The
No
company
animal cruelty there.
that owns the circus also owns the biggest monster truck promotion. So they're like, fuck this
Really?
circus shit. Yeah, a
We
little
don't need
inside
that.
information for you. They're like, yeah, we don't need the circus shit.
It
Because
was
we
just
make
a
all
side
our money
gig
in this.
anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, so anyways, a little trivia.
Cool.
Little
You know, at the same
tidbit.
time, though, like, I want these elephants to live rich, fulfilling lives. On the other, how many would it take to do a tug of war with a monster truck?
Or what if a monster truck just ran them all over?
Oh my god, you're sick.
You know, that was honestly my first thought, what would win in a
But
straight-up
Shane
charge.
decided to be tasteful.
But I went a bit more tasteful.
Let's be honest. The
I
monster
don't
truck.
know, I feel like the elephant might win that.
No, the
Like-
monster truck would definitely pull that fucking elephant and drag it down the road.
No, I said how many would, like...
Oh.
How many
You
elephants?
got, like, 2 or 3 elephants.
Well, let's see. Well, I don't know anything. Let me preface this by I know nothing about cars, trucks, or animals.
Or elephants, for that matter.
But you know how they say an engine has X amount of horsepower? Well, we need to
Has
figure
that.
out what the conversion is to X amount of elephant power. And then we'd be able to figure that out.
Oh, yeah.
Because if it's
We're back to math.
a monster truck generally has between about, roughly, we'll say 1,200 horsepower. But what does that translate? Now, does that literally mean it would take 1,200 horses to equal that? I don't
Yes.
know. But we need to be able to convert horsepower to elephant
To
power.
elephant
And then
power.
we would know.
An
So how do we
elephant
do
is
that?
more
You know about
powerful than a
math.
horse.
I don't know about math.
How many horses would it take to pull an elephant?
Yeah, that's what we need to learn.
And then we just divide by that, right?
I feel like horsepower can't just translate one horse as one horsepower unit.
Then what does that mean? What is
What
horsepower?
the fuck is a
I don't
horsepower?
know. It's probably just like the power levels in Dragon Ball Z,
Sick
where
of
they
this
just
shit.
throw out a high number to sound cool.
I hate units of measurement.
Like, that makes no sense to me. I've always
Size
thought
doesn't
about
matter.
this horsepower thing, and I never got it. Like,
And I
what
feel
does
like-
that mean? 200 horsepower?
yeah.
Like, that'd be 200 horses? That's fucking
a lot of
weird.
horses.
How do you figure that out? How do you...
You can't have that many horses
You
pulling on
keep
one thing
tying
at the same
horses
time.
on until you figure
Yeah,
out.
but aren't some horses weaker than others?
Right, an average horse strength.
This must have nothing to do with actual horses.
See, we're logicking it out right now.
And
You're
I've-
bullshit, car industry. You're bullshit.
Bullshit, I can call you out.
I also want to make it clear I never want to see an elephant hit by any kind of vehicle. It was
For the record,
a
elephant lives matter.
tasteless joke. Not even a joke. Is this a statement?
Comment.
A comment.
But what's the biggest vehicle that an elephant and this vehicle could just have a head-on collision running,
Yeah.
and the elephant would just go right through it, wouldn't even be phased?
I mean,
Maybe a minivan.
an elephant's gonna get pretty fucked up if anything. It's like saying
fast
like, what if someone rams a shopping cart into you, pushing it as hard as they can? It's gonna fucking hurt.
Yeah.
It'll
might-
hurt, but it won't
I
cause
don't
like
know.
broken
It
bones.
could maybe if someone rammed a shopping cart into you as hard as they could,
Yeah.
you could break a leg.
Yeah, how fast is this vehicle going?
Yeah, we also need
We're
to.
driving at the elephant.
This is a fucked up conversation. If I'm driving at 80
And it's
miles
not even
an hour,
entertaining. Why
I
are we
know,
going
people
down
are-
this road?
No, people are turning it off now. They're like, yes, I really want to envision an elephant being run down by
So
a
fucks.
car.
No, I'm rooting for the elephant.
Hey,
you
how long
bastards.
do you think our audio quality has been just totally fucked up?
Oh, yeah, it
Remember
does
that it
that,
does
Oh
that?
shit! Should we pause it?
I mean, there's no way for us to know until it's done.
Well, that's the part we'll cut out. Just, I mean, we'll have to
We
because.
said it was uncut.
But it's like this will be unlistenable, even more so than
We'll
the
just
ones-
record over it and be like,
Yeah.
okay, this is cut.
No, hopefully it is this part where we're talking about running into it, probably killing an
I feel
animal.
like it usually happens earlier on than an hour.
Oh, really?
I don't know. It's been like months. Since
Maybe
we've
it'll
done
work better now.
this. Maybe.
Anyways, this is a dark subject. Please.
Well, we've gone too long. You know, we were planning on doing one of these right after the Ronda Rousey fight, so we had something to talk about.
She got
Now-
beat. She's at the Dakota Access Pipeline protest.
Access.
Oh yeah.
Devil.
That's how they say it.
Access.
Yep.
Access.
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 Not access.
That's how they say it. If you want to make fun of them,
Who's them?
I'm being
Ronda
purposely
Rousey.
vague.
All
here.
lives matter.
All my friends that are, I don't know.
Yeah.
Call me up.
Wicked.
I said it wrong.
You're beautiful. It's fine. I don't know.
I got excited.
For like 20
I got
minutes.
excess. Well, you can pee.
I know, but I didn't want to leave.
Oh, well,
I'm just hanging
we can
in.
pause or we can
Hanging
talk
in.
without you.
No, I don't think it works if we pause and start again.
Oh. Anyways,
Go on without me.
this elephant discussion has just gotten too dark.
I tried
Okay,
to
we
change.
can move past.
I'm just
it.
saying, let's move past it, because I don't think anyone wants to hear or even fantasize
We
or
can talk about
hypothesize.
dicks.
Again, I'm talking about the elephant winning, though.
But
Like,
I don't. I'm sorry, I don't think the elephant's gonna win ever.
And I mean,
I think it can take out like a little Prius.
If you drive a Prius as fast as you can into
I
an
didn't say as
elephant's,
fast as you can.
yeah. Remember
We'll
we were
call it, like,
debating the
25
speed.
miles an hour.
I think you're probably gonna break its leg.
I thought I was driving it into like its head. Like this is a
Oh, you're gonna
headbutt.
kill
Yeah,
it.
it's gonna
Head-on.
low.
You're gonna fucking kill that
I
thing.
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't. We're gonna have to find out.
No, moose can go right through.
Moose.
Yeah, but they fucking headbutt all the time. They're made for that. Do elephants headbutt each other?
I
I
mean,
don't know, but they probably got a thick skull.
Yeah, they probably got a real thick skull.
You know nothing about animals. Well, I'm pretty certain they have a thick skull. I mean, come
Let
on.
me tell you about elephants. I know.
Now, if it was a woolly mammoth, well, it's a
Oh,
whole different
shit,
story.
Bitch.
What makes that different? There's hair. You don't know.
Yes, they
if
would
their
cushion.
skulls
They would
different.
cushion.
Woolly mammoths and dinosaurs also, they never existed. The government.
They
man.
were
What?
a conspiracy,
They're a
to
conspiracy.
convince people against religion. Yep.
The devil
Oh,
planted
wow.
them.
Devil
That's
planted.
worked really well.
There was
Really?
there was
They got
actually
me.
when I grew up, there's a church right down the street that did that. The
So
dinosaur
the dinosaurs weren't
denial.
real. Yeah.
Nonsense.
That's weird.
Hashtag younger.
There's like fossils.
No, they were planted.
Yeah, but there's fossils.
Yeah, but the
Yeah, but they
devil
were
put them
created.
there.
Okay,
What was it?
I can't win.
Either the devil or the
can't-
Damn right you can't, because God wins
Oh my-
everything.
But there's fossils. They were there.
Nope.
Okay.
Have you seen the fossils
Yeah.
in person?
Have you
At
found
a
them?
museum, I did.
Have you figured out how we know that they're that old, not just put
Because
there?
they do a test.
Who
What
does the
test?
test?
Scientists.
Do you do the
Satan.
test?
But scientists.
Satan does the test.
Man, no wonder they win. No wonder they have so many followers.
Exactly. You can't argue. It's just
Chet
not
is
allowed.
a born-again Christian as of today.
I was not convinced until this whole dinosaur.
Let's say the sinner's prayer together.
Neil
Right,
deGrasse
what?
Tyson's just
What
out
is
there.
that?
What?
That sounds scary.
Oh yeah, no, it's a whole thing. When people are like converted, they are supposed to say the sinner's prayer in order to accept Christ into their hearts.
Cool.
Cool. Yeah, it's awesome.
I mean, I'm not gonna disparage anyone for whatever religious
Hey,
path
I've said my fair share of sinner's prayers.
they choose. I mean, it's not for me. And
All religions matter.
yeah. I mean, to their practitioners, true.
You're a religious practitioner.
Me? No.
No.
Me? No. I thought I made that clear. But that's cool. Religion's beautiful.
Well, that was very non-confrontational and politically correct in every single way.
Lovely.
I mean, it has an ugly side too.
I feel embraced.
But,
Here we go. Here it is.
no reason to rile people up for no
Yeah.
good reason.
Again. I think we've done that enough
So,
tonight.
Yeah.
Are we really going to post an entire hour of podcast?
Yeah, and they're gonna fucking listen to it.
Oh my God.
Especially the part about the elephant getting hit by a car
They're
or
going to
truck.
love it.
And hey, if you know the
what?
answer,
I'm thinking the elephant can take a bigger car than the Prius. Like, I talked myself into that. If a moose can just charge right through,
I said minivan, dude. I stand by it.
you're gonna fuck that elephant up.
I think you're
guys
giving
are
the
fucked
elephant
up.
credit.
Yeah.
So I'm
I think
sorry.
you're
The
under-
elephant's a mighty
underestimating.
beast.
This is a fucking Rocky.
No.
I don't
No,
know
this
about
is not a Rocky.
No, this is Hannibal brought these things over the mountains. He was gonna conquer a whole fucking empire with these.
Shit.
You're gonna fuck this elephant up. I'm sorry. This is not cool.
Nope.
He'll break its fucking leg and he's
No.
gonna die.
No, it's gonna lower its head and it's gonna toss that bitch.
You're gonna break its leg and then a fucking tiger's gonna come eat it.
I don't think a tiger could eat a whole elephant.
Well, no, it'll eat some of it.
A few bites.
A few bites and be like, ugh, not that good. No wonder we don't eat these things.
Yuck.
Do they eat those? I think they eat those.
I think they eat whatever they find. I would.
I feel like tigers probably wouldn't be able to bring down an elephant. I don't think they hunt.
think-
When I said
groups.
find, I meant like if it was dead
I
after
just
being
love
hit
it,
by
probably.
a minivan, they'd probably eat it.
Oh, animals eat whatever the hell.
I just love us being ignorant about topics.
I'm pretty sure a tiger would eat an elephant. if
Pretty
it
sure
found it
they,
dead.
all the time.
I don't know. I see a lot.
They blame it on poachers, but really it's the
It's
tigers.
the tigers driving minivans right into that elephant's leg to
Yep.
bring it down.
Just for their tusks.
Yep.
Jesus.
Ivory.
Leaving the rest to rot.
Yes.
Fucking
Waste.
tiger gets out, fucking throws some tusks in the back of his minivan and just drives off.
They're
Dick.
great.
Great.
They're gonna
She
eat
just
some
did
of it
We
too.
both did it.
We did. Two in the bush.
Tony the Tigger.
Shut the fuck up. Why would you say that?
Because that's his name.
No, it's Tony the Tiger.
Well, yeah, there's another one called Tigger.
No, but that's a different animal.
No, it's not. They're both tigers.
Well, no, it's a
Their
different.
tops are made of the rubber. Their
animal.
bottoms are made of the spring.
Springs.
What?
They're bouncy, trouncy, flouncy, pouncy, fun.
I don't know what the fuck.
But the most wonderful thing about Tiggers is I'm the only one.
Is that some?
There's only
not Tony.
one.
Is that some bullshit Tigger said?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and not Tony.
That's like his theme song.
Oh.
How do you not know that?
Does he say that in the original Winnie the Pooh
Constantly.
movie? Oh, I don't know.
sings it actually.
He's fucking annoying. I was more of an
Tigger?
Eeyore guy, kind of guy.
Which is worse, Tony or Tigger?
I never really liked Frosted
Well,
Flakes
Tony
that
is
much.
worse.
And I loved Winnie the Pooh. I just wasn't a huge Tigger fan,
Yeah,
but
Tigger's a little much.
That's
I mean,
why I
I
like-
like Frosted Flakes too. But Tony the Tiger is an evil thing trying to push sugary cereals on to innocent
Yeah,
children.
shit. This is why we got fat kids running around.
It's true.
that's
They're
true.
not running. They're walking.
Whoa,
Fat kids
We
sitting
got
around.
Tons of fat kids just waddling all over the place.
I love kids of all shapes and sizes.
Yeah, I mean, all kids matter, but
Well,
We
down
can
the
love the
spoon.
kid, but they need to lose some weight and
love
be
the
healthy.
sin or hate the sin.
but I like Tigger better. I like the Winnie the Pooh universe better.
Yeah.
I don't.
Than
That's,
the Tony the Tiger
yeah,
universe.
I don't know what that. It's just like him and cereal and kids.
It makes me really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Strange.
what else?
Gives a
Are
whole
there any
weird
other
vibe.
brand mates? They just like snap, crackle, and pop the elves.
Who's the
There's that rabbit.
Tricks.
Tricks. Who's the toady looking guy with the
Who? The
Sugar
to-
Smack.
Yeah. Well, who is
Or
he?
Golden Puff. I don't know. I think it's just called like Smacks the Frog.
Golden Puff. Oh no.
Actually, I
Oh,
feel
Captain Crunch.
like, now that we talk about it, I feel like these cereal mascots are going away. I can't remember the last time I've seen like Toucan Sam's
Ooh,
gone.
yeah,
Snap,
and
Crackle, and Pop.
who's
They're
the
on the
bird for
boxes.
Cocoa
Yeah, but
Puffs?
they're not. They don't have commercials.
Yeah, I don't watch cable, so I can't really speak
it's,
to
it's
it.
like Sammy the orange bird.
I don't think that's what he's called.
I don't know. It's Sammy. I think it's just called Sammy. I don't
The
think
orange
he
bird.
has.
I feel like they've had some pushback about like using cartoon mascots to like advertise like sugary cereals to children. So I think they've kind of probably backed off their advertising a little bit.
I see.
Well, maybe I just haven't seen them because I'm not watching like the kids show,
Yeah.
kids networks.
Do kids even watch TV anymore? They're on their tablets and shit.
Yeah, playing their
I
games.
think there's still some that are on TV.
I think they do it like, from like 7 o'clock until bedtime kind of
You
thing.
can find a kid.
It's like you need to put your tablet away, go to your room, and watch TV.
Well, plus there's a lot of
Johnny.
families that are like, "Hey, you're
Tigger.
not touching my tablet. That's very expensive, you little shit."
Yeah. But they have like kids tablets. They have like VTech and Leapfrog and like shit like that.
I seen
If you're rich.
this woman today. I seen this woman today get mad at her kid and like grabbed him like right here.
By the chin.
Is really-
for those of
yeah.
you who can't
The
see,
chin?
which is all
He grabbed
of
him
you.
by like the chin and cheeks and was like squeezing him really hard. And I was like, this is awkward. Like, do I say something? Because this was fucking crazy.
Like he did it as a punishment.
Yeah.
I just got that every morning
And
as
she-
part of like the hairbrushing.
And she was like in his face, like, shut up. Because the thing kept like fucking standing up in the cart and like
The
throwing
thing.
shit.
The kid.
Yeah. And then she grabbed it. But then, I call it a thing because I'm disconnected from it. But like if I see the thing getting abused, I'm kind of like, whoa, that's fucked up. But I
Excuse
can't.
me.
Who am I? I'm not going to, hey, don't touch your child like that.
Right.
But it fucking looked pretty fucked up to me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't touch a kid like that.
I don't know. If you can't really tell how hard she was
Oh,
squeezing.
no.
She could have just been like holding
He was
it
crying.
in place. Kids cry. That's
true.
what they do.
It
Like
looked hard.
90% of the time.
Whatever. I just walked away.
Cool. How big of you?
I know. I'm. Nothing here. Oh, let's move on.
Yeah.
Cool. We're losing steam here.
Hour 10.
Hour 10. Man, what do you guys want to hear about? We've covered so many great topics.
Why doesn't a listener just call in?
We should have a call-in show sometime.
We should just switch this whole thing over to a public access call-in show.
Oh,
I
have-
love that.
Ooh, I
Have you
love
heard?
that.
Have you ever heard about Gorgeous George, the public
Yes,
access?
I have. I downloaded
I have
like
not.
all those videos
Oh,
at one
dude.
point.
I was so obsessed with that, like probably in like
This is a long time
2007-ish.
ago.
Yeah, way long. Gorgeous George.
So he had like a public access call-in show, and like this is probably before 4chan. Really, it was just like a bunch of guys found out about it, and they just harassed his show for weeks.
Yeah, this
Like,
started in like the early 90s or early 2000s, I want to say.
Okay.
And people would just, it was a terrible call-in show. It basically, if us people, if
All
we
lives matter.
had no like self
awareness.
awareness, there you go.
Right, like the
And-
monster truck
and-
people. No, they do have it. Sorry, go on.
Jesus Christ. Could you act interested? If we had no self-awareness and instead of a podcast we had a public access show, we would be these people. But we have self-awareness and we are
Thank
intelligent.
Christ. Yeah.
And anyways, people would just prank call them and harass them. And Gorgeous George is like very lame. And has like the
thinks
lamest.
he's clever.
Yeah, he thinks he's clever, but he's not.
Aw.
Whereas we admit that we are not clever,
Right,
so
we are aware.
we are buffered from that.
You can't hurt me because I already know.
Nice try. Good.
That's how I live my
I mean, they
whole
weren't
life.
clever insults or anything. Half the time, it was literally just someone held their phone up to like a flushing toilet.
Yeah. But it was great. And George was like, he was crazy. Like, he would went to Vegas and married some meth head and then like put it all over the internet and then people made fun of him. Well, I don't know where
We've
I'm
all been
going.
there.
This is lame. Google Gorgeous George, public access show, not the wrestler. And
I was gonna say, it sounds like a very wrestler name.
that's where he got it from.
Oh.
He's obviously a
cheap
wrestling
ass.
fan. You can tell.
He looks like the kind of guy that would be a wrestling fan. Which,
What is that?
we both
What do those people look like?
think like me if I didn't shower.
Okay. Got it.
That's probably...
Well, you went to that show with us.
Yeah,
that wrestling show.
That's true, but okay, yeah, okay, you not showered wearing like a bunch of affliction. And
There was a-
No,
Affliction.
not affliction.
Well, to be fair,
those people
wrestling
were wearing
shirts-
affliction.
Yeah, that's true.
Wrestling shirts are also getting a whole lot douchier.
Here's a good way to explain like how wrestling fans are looked upon. Like pro wrestling has had a history for like ever since television has existed for being one of the most popular programs on television, and they do not make any money or very little money off their ad, like, why TV shows exist, because there's commercials and that's where they make all their money.
Right.
Advertisers will not put money on pro wrestling
Oh.
because their audience is so trashy and poor that
That's
they
not
cannot
gonna pan
afford
out. Wow.
to buy these items. This is a little inside information I'm letting people into.
Wow.
Even WWE, which is a household name, they have a lot of trouble attracting advertisers and getting a good rate for, like, you could have a show that gets far worse rate or far less of a television rating than a
Right.
wrestling program. And they're going to get paid probably like 4, 5, 6, 8 times as much for their advertising. Just because it's perceived that the people that watch pro wrestling are... And if you watch pro wrestling, it's very telling too. You'll see commercials for like motor oil, candy bars.
Ravioli, canned ravioli.
Well, you can't have cigarette
Oh, yeah,
commercials
duh.
anymore. But real Slim Jims.
Slim Jims.
You know, it isn't like if you watch Breaking Bad and they have a commercial for like Zell's Diamonds or like Cadillacs and stuff. Anyways, this was a real roundabout way of saying wrestling fans are perceived to be trashy and poor.
No,
Or-
you keep being careful to say perceived to be, but we just the other day watched like an old wrestling match where so this is supposed to be the bad guy, the heel, the bad guy of the rivalry.
You don't know they're talking about wrestling.
Was looking at the camera, spitting a promo, trying to hype up the crowd, and you know he's trying to get boos. And he's talking about his opponent, and he's saying things like, "Oh, your wife's a whore, your little daughter, your 2-year-old daughter's an idiot, and last week you were out here prancing around like a flaming faggot." And so he's trying to get like the audience to hate him with it, and they love it. They start cheering.
They love it.
This was the late 90s, and I'm not excusing anything, but it was a different time, especially for the wrestling fan. It was a different time. But I don't know why when it's like I like wrestling and I watch it, but anyone I've ever met that also watches wrestling, or not anyone, but a majority of the other people I meet that are they fit this MO. I mean,
I am also trashy and poor.
I can't say it's unjustified, but I mean, obviously not 100%, but a great majority of their fans are
Trashy.
it's a working class kind of form of entertainment. But similar crowd at the Monster Truck Rally. But actually, the Monster Truck Rally crowd is slightly... I'd put them almost a notch above the
I
wrestling
would think
crowd.
so.
It's a little surprising.
Yeah.
I think the monster truck is more acceptable to be steeped in irony than you'd get with a wrestling show.
Yeah, and like
And
it's
irony
like
is big these days.
you can like there's not the you could let your kid watch that, like a monster truck. Like, oh, that's a big thing. It's loud. It's bright colors, but like you have to be of a certain mindset to let your kid watch wrestling because it is portraying violence, but it is also aimed to children. So I guess that's the dynamic
Yeah.
there. I don't know what point I was really trying to make.
I do miss when wrestling was like aimed at adults, and it was just the big hero of the show is just out there swilling beer.
Are we gonna cut this? Should we cut this or?
Yeah, we're getting too much
What are
into
we
the
doing?
wrestling thing again, aren't we?
Should we just end this abruptly?
I mean,
Yeah,
I
let's just
would
end this
love
abruptly.
to end it abruptly. Primarily because I want to go to bed.
I mean, because
It's like 11:30.
I was only getting the vibe that we should probably end this podcast.
Wow, you were getting that from me? Weird.
Well, I mean,
This
Bye,
has
everybody.
been Two in the Bush.
bye. And to say this was so exciting. It was our first live podcast.
Live.
Well, yeah, well, live.
Uncut.
Uncut.
Uncircumcised.
And hey, guys, don't forget that next week is going to be the debut of Two in the Bush Theater. Featuring the 1996 film.
Feature film.
Featuring the 1996 feature film Twister.
Wait, what happened to
featuring
Jurassic Park?
performances
We
by...
already did that shit.
Yeah, but did you ever put it up?
No, but we're gonna
What?
jump straight to Twister.
What's going on?
We recorded Jurassic Park, but
Fuck
it's
this
not
up. This
going
is
on.
live. Now they're going to hear all...
Excuse me.
Yeah, but
Dra-
are we putting Jurassic Park up?
No.
No,
Hey,
I like
forget Jurassic Park.
forget Jurassic Park. We did it. It's not getting posted. There's technical difficulties. We're not prepared. But that will not be the case when it comes to Twister.
Twister will be a masterpiece.
Two in the Bush Theater. Coming soon
Two in the Bush theater near you.
to a
Okay,
podcast.
You can stop listening now. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, check out our hit up our social media. Tell us how much this was awesome. Should we
At Two in the Bush pod.
do more uncut podcasts or should we cut them?
What
That
say
will be a
you?
resounding no.
You shut up.
No one will comment. Bye.
Megan will comment.
We love you.
Bye. Good night.
Bushies.